We are gathered here in New York City at NBC in Studio 6A, where in just a moment Conan O'Brien, the host of Late Night with Conan O'Brien, will enter the studio and deliver his State of the Show address to various members of his staff, the studio audience, and a national television audience watching at home. There, of course, is bandleader Max Weinberg and the show's announcer Joel Goddard, both of whom have been with the show since the very beginning. Here comes Conan's hard-working executive producer Jeff Ross, and right behind him we see Conan's Hollywood agent Ari Pallone, by all accounts one of the most vile and cretinous men in the business. Truly loathsome. And we've just been told Conan O'Brien is about to be introduced. There is John Cullen, the late-night sergeant-at-arms. Let's listen in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the host of the show.
And there he is, Conan Christopher O'Brien. No, I'm sorry. Actually, that is one of Conan's many decoys, doing what he is paid to do. And down he goes. Another job well done. And now here's the real Conan O'Brien, entering to the acclaim. Cheers of the audience. He is acknowledging his fans. He wants them to know just how much they mean to him. He is always so gracious and incredibly accessible to everyone who comes out, kissing a woman there, kind, hugging a man. Always great with the fans. Oh, there is a fan who is trying to get an autograph of his cast. And, that looks like a no. Conan is entering. Crowd is ecstatic. Expectations high. Conan is now passing the Max Weinberg 7. La Bamba, and now his most trusted characters. There is Chinese Fabio, one of Conan's closest personal friends. And there's Shuvarine, the X-Man who has shoes for hands. That is Jewish Frankenstein, who delivered a very moving invocation earlier this evening. Personal favorite. A little Jay Leno, the tiny version of Jay Leno. It is great that he could make it here tonight. Oh my. This is awkward. We have a character on the floor who was cut at rehearsal. The always disappointing FedEx Pope. Looks as if Conan's explaining that he was indeed cut and that he shouldn't be out there. You've really got to feel for the Pope. He was cut from the same sketch last year. Once again, a shell-shocked FedEx Pope asked to leave the studio. Conan has made his way to the podium, and now let's hear what he has to say.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Let me begin by saying that because tonight I'm giving the State of the Show address, I will not be doing my usual monologue this evening. Before I go any further, there are two very important guests I'd like to acknowledge. First, I'd like to thank an individual without whom there would be no late night. I'm talking, of course, about God. And second, I'd like to thank God's supervisor, Wayne Crandall, for letting God have the night off tonight. Thank you very much, Wayne. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a fine show, I do. But I believe we can make it better. For example, I believe the humor potential of certain celebrity targets has been exhausted. Therefore, beginning tonight, I pledge to tell no more Michael Jackson jokes. Oh, I'm sorry, Max reminds me that our show is on 5 nights a week. Therefore, I pledge to tell more Michael Jackson jokes than ever. I pledge that this show, this year, will feature twice the amount of gratuitous standing ovations. I said twice the amount of gratuitous standing ovations. In this turbulent world of ours, I believe our show can be a force for peace and progress. Toward that end, I will stop making dumb jokes about random celebrities and start doing incisive, politically relevant comedy about people who deserve it, like North Korean dictator Kim Jong-il. Provided that Kim Jong-il becomes either obese, gay, or starts dating Paris Hilton. Tonight, I'd also like to announce that by the end of the year, we will put a man on Mars. Not Mars the planet, Cynthia Mars, our show's lonesome middle-aged receptionist. Surely someone wants to go where no man's gone before. Take it from me, it's worth it. In 2004, you can expect more razor-sharp political wit and satire and a lot less silly, arbitrary humor. Isn't that right, Cactus Chef playing We Didn't Start the Fire on the flute? Thank you, Cactus Chef. Last year was a banner year for late night, and for one good reason. It was the year of Gigli. We made countless jokes at the expense of that awful, awful movie. But we cannot count on Ben and J-Lo to make another Gigli. Or can we? I am here tonight to announce that we have offered Ben and J-Lo $100 million each to star in a film written by our very own Joel Goddard. A film he describes as Gone with the Wind meets RoboCop. I'm sorry, RoboCop 3. Here's the poster. Thank you. Recently, the airwaves have become a cesspool of gratuitous T&A. Well, in 2004, I'll be taking the high road. In fact, every show this year will feature a hard-hitting interview with an important author. Major talents such as Jennifer Tree, author of How to Tan for Your Man. Rebecca Daly, author of Anklets, Fact versus Fiction. It's a good book. And Tiffany Steinhardt, author of Shut Up and Do Me. Finally, I promise that this year Late Night will be so exciting, so interesting, so spectacular, that it will make you go from this...
It's really all about turnout. It's about getting your people out to vote.
...to this. That's right. That's right, Late Night will strive for greatness in the coming year. And that push starts tonight as I welcome my guest comedian, Brian Kiley. From the HBO show Curb Your Enthusiasm, Jeff Garlin. And star of The Apprentice, billionaire Donald Trump. That's right. I promise with work and determination we can pull together and make this the best late night show ever. Thank you.
And that's it. A masterful speech. One people will be talking about for days, maybe weeks to come. He has certainly set a strong tone for the upcoming year at Late Night, and he will be right back with his first guest, Donald Trump.